Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Move Beautifully with Hilda. I'm Hilda. I'm a certified movement trainer in Pilates, gyrotonic, gyrokinesis, Franklin method, and I'm still continuously pursuing education in fascia and joints care. What that means is I am qualified to teach movement rehabilitation, and my channel is about giving simple practical tips to self-care, well-being, and how to maintain beautiful posture every day. So we all live busy lives and we all actually suffer a fair amount of occupational haphazards or incorrect movement pattern daily. So with these short, practical, simple movement or exercises to do daily, hopefully we can actually counter some of this effect of incorrect movement patterns in our body and well-being, so that we'll still be able to maintain a very beautiful posture. We are able to care for ourselves, continue to cultivate mind-body connection, have good body awareness, and maintain a healthy state of being every day. So one very important factor about self-care, well-being, or daily rehabilitation is that we must not feel overwhelmed by the movement. We must not feel like, oh gosh, I have to do so much, or oh my, I don't feel like moving so much today. I'm really tired from yesterday's workload. So they feel like it's a burden to move, especially first thing in the morning, or even, the last thing before you go to bed at night, if that's your preferred, time slot for yourself. But at the end of the day, if we could overcome this barrier of not feel like moving and get moving, it actually will do us a lot of good, because it's not just about movement or blood circulation. It's actually about fluid circulation, because our body, remember, is 70 to 80% water. So it's really important we get fluid moving in our body, hence qi. Now, so I'm going to start with very, very simple movement. That's because I think all of us, like I said just now, must not feel overwhelmed by the movements you're going to do daily. This must be something that you should be able to continue doing for, every day, extended period of time. But of course, each time you don't need to do like an hour of movement. Actually, something as short as 10 minutes is going to make a whole lot of difference. Okay, so now let's start here. Sit in a comfortable position. I just choose to sit cross-legged today, but you don't see my legs here. Doesn't matter, you can sit on a chair. Okay, comfortable. Now from here, very important is that we need to think about our arms as part of our chest and shoulders. So a lot of people, when they think anatomy, they think in disparate bits. The arm, the chest and the shoulders as separate parts, but they're not. They're connected. So it's very important that when we move, we think about moving integratedly, and we think about moving from the point that links one to another. So I'm going to start with the fingers, and yes, fingers do release shoulder tightness. Okay, now we're going to start with one hand first. So think about when you were a child. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That's what this is about. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Okay, basically just scrunch, like clench your fist, or imagine you're scrunching a piece of paper and then release. Okay, just again scrunch or grab the fist and open up. Again, kind of scrunch and open up. I like to use the word scrunch rather than, clench your fist or something, because it just sounds gentler. Again, open up and scrunch and open up. Okay, so keep doing this, and then you can quicken the pace a little bit more. Okay, now I have taught this to many clients, and some of them feel they couldn't even really open up the fingers when they quicken up the pace. I think it's all got to do with the lack of finger movement daily. lack of actually doing household chores here, okay? Actually using the smartphones too much will render the fingers to feel really tight as well, because we're basically just tapping away with a stiff finger rather than allowing it to be nimble. Okay, so again, scrunch and open, scrunch and open, scrunch and open. Okay, now let's do the other side here. Do it slowly first. Okay, close, feel your fingers scrunching and clenching the fist together and open. Okay, so we go through the process like just now. We do it slow and then we quicken the pace and do it fast. Okay, now let's do it with both hands now. So really like a child in kindergarten singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Stars, or whatever your song is. We're going to scrunch. We're going to let go. Scrunch and let go. Now, take it a little bit further. Can you feel like you are flicking waters? You know, when you're a child, again, you dip your hands in water and you want to flick at your friends, your neighbors, or your cousins. So this is what it's about, okay? Flick water, flick. Now do it fast and pay attention to how you feel. Your fingers might not feel like opening up, or you might feel a little bit sore. That's all good, because we hardly move our fingers, and actually the older we grow, the less spacious the joints are, the less nimble, especially the smaller parts of our bodies are. Again, I said just now, too much computer, smartphone, it does render the fingers feeling really, really tight. So it's really important, okay, to do this movement so that we create more mobility in the small joints, which actually ultimately links to our elbow and our shoulders here. Now, I suggest this. We didn't do this for a start. Feel how you move your fingers at the beginning, and remember that. That's before. And then do it again. Feel, pay attention to how you feel, okay, as you do more of it, and that's after. And release. Okay, imagine you are plastering your palms to the wall here, opening up really, really, really wide. Okay, now you're going to put your arms down and just feel how your shoulders are at the moment. Slowly open up your eyes. Okay, so this is our first movement. Okay, so now we are on to the second exercise here. So I hope you found the first exercise different and maybe a little bit tingling in your fingers. We will be exploring more exercises like that, actually working on what most people would say peripheral parts, but it is these parts that are so important because it really actually links the entire body. It's part of a congruency, and you'll be surprised how fingers actually affect the tightness or the mobility of the shoulders here. Okay, now on the topic of shoulders, we are going to continue to work on our upper extremity. As you can see, I'm seated on a chair right now. That's because we really do need a chair now. So but we're not going to sit on it. We're going to use the chair as a props, because the whole method of self-care, daily rehabilitation and well-being actually starts with yourself and starts from the environment you're in. So it's really important that we're able to utilize what's available around us and make that as our props to help us in our daily movement here. Okay, so let's stand up and look at the chair. So the chair that I have is not, it can be higher up to here or here, but not any lower. That's because you don't want your shoulders to slump as you do this. Okay, now very simple. You're going to place it this way. And you are going to remember, make sure the floor is not too slippery, that you don't have, you know, sorry, let me say that again. So make sure that your chair has got anti-slip at the bottom, okay? So that when you push, the chair doesn't get, you know, pushed away. You do need a little bit of resistance here. All right, now from here, so watch me, you extend both arms. Okay, now it's very important to feel your armpit, the underarm area extending again through to our fingers, the fingers that we work on just now in Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars. It's really important that we do that. Extend our spine, look forward, and make sure our head doesn't drop. It's not extended either, it's just looking ahead, slightly high, slightly a little bit high, that's all, but not like that, okay? So from here, think about looking beyond the chair, and you're going to really stretch out this whole area, your ribs, your armpit, okay, your underarm, and all through to your fingers. Really stretch it out. Look ahead. Now from here, can you try to extend your spine? Now, I know some of us will have spine like that. They can't really extend, and that's okay. But do what's optimal for you and see if you can press onto the chair and really, really just feel your spine straightening at least by a little bit. Okay? And you may want to release a little bit, and you're going to press again. It's really important to press down onto the chair. Make sure you don't pull it towards you or you don't push it away from you, but press down, because we want to activate this part. This line here is so important for length and space, and only then do we have mobility. Press down. Okay, release. Okay, release. You can release into like a curl, and then you're going to press down again. Okay, now from here you can do like release and press down, release and press down, release and press down. Do that like about 10 times. And slowly, assuming we have done the 10 times, you're just going to move forward. Okay, so I'm going to sit back down here because I'm going to talk about how, why, and how this is so important. It helps us, okay, to lift our arms without bringing our shoulders up when we have space, okay, on the side of our body. We can bring our arms up without lifting. So it's really important. This is often the overlooked parts, and many people will call it peripheral parts, but it's not. It decides whether you are able to engage to your core, your obliques, whether you are able to lift your arm without using your shoulders unnecessarily. It's so important. Okay. So yeah, this is my first video YouTube ever, and I just hope some of you like it, and do leave me a comment below. Give me feedback on how you feel after doing these exercises, or if you have any question or you have any, you know, suggestion. I'm open, and that's it for this time, and hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you for watching. Thank you. See you next time.